I'm Thomas, a survivor of childhood eye cancer. This is Marlette, super producer Molly Mall. We're parents of a retinoblastoma survivor, and we're raising funds and awareness for World Eye Cancer Hope. I'm doing 100 push-ups per day. We're asking you to donate 1 penny per push-up. This is pennypushups.org. Penny Push-Ups 2015, Day 21.
My name is Tiffany Lindhorn, and I'm from Orlando, Florida. I was diagnosed February 2nd of 1988 with bilateral retinoblastoma at 19 months old. I was the first one in my family history that we know of to have it. That day, my right eye was removed. They were afraid it had gone to the optic nerve. The next few weeks, I had extensive external beam radiation to my left eye. I had 35 treatments overall that seemed to take care of the tumors. It left quite a bit of scar tissue in my, of course, so my vision was very limited in my left eye growing up.
Outside of the scarring, any other lasting effects?
I have a little stunted hair growth on my left eyelashes and my eyebrows, and my hairline goes slightly higher up on my left side. My eye is constantly red. I'm very, very sensitive to light. Even some indoor lights bother me. I have very slight indentation on my left side of my temple. My doctor was Timothy Murray down in Miami, and he recommended that I have the cataract removed and a lens implant at some point, but he didn't want me to do it until I felt comfortable and having that done in case something did happen to the remaining vision I had.
As a child, Tiffany learned to read and write Braille. She was trained in orientation and mobility and learned to use a white cane. The only sister to 4 brothers, Tiffany says she was a typical tomboy.
I rode bikes, I roller skated, I ran outside, I played games. I was very active, as much as I could. I was also very quiet and reserved, and I think that had a lot to do with the vision loss. I wasn't able to see as much around me, so I was not as outgoing. And all of my brothers are very outgoing, outspoken, very. They were always the popular kids in school, and I was the complete opposite. I was the quiet kid who sat in the corner and just kept to herself. To me, having my brothers with me helped a lot. I never really had that many friends, but I always had my brothers around. My parents never treated me any different than my brothers. I also took karate. I started about 8 or 9. I did that for about 10 years. And I got to be a second degree black belt, became a certified instructor, and that helped a lot with kind of breaking me out of my shell and being able to interact with people more.
For Tiffany, having childhood cancer wasn't as influential in her life as what resulted.
Having the low vision, I felt like that was more of a hurdle than knowing that I had cancer. From what I hear from a lot of other people, I got very lucky. I was hardly ever teased.
You had 4 brothers.
No, that too. I think that did help.
Everybody know you was in karate.
I would say I was teased more for being the blind kid, quote
Okay.
unquote. As I said, my vision was very low until I had the lens implant.
By 11 years old, she was ready for the lens implant. She says the surgery
Changed everything. Everything brightened up and became more clear. A few years after that, I had laser surgery to kind of clear up some of the cloudiness that had occurred from the lens implant, and that also helped a little bit more. Since then, my vision's been stable. It seems to fluctuate between 20 over 400 and 20 over 200. So I'm still considered legally blind. I'm appreciative of what I have, and I'm able to get around on my own. I don't need any assistance. I don't use a cane.
What do you do for a living?
I'm actually a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 children.
And this is where the second part of Tiffany's experience with retinoblastoma begins. Come back tomorrow and hear the rest of her retinoblastoma story. In the meantime, please consider becoming a member of the Penny Push-Ups team. It's easy. Donate at pennypushups.org. Share the videos to help spread awareness. Visit weseehope.org
When September
for more
comes
information.
around, there's one place to be. pennypushups.owachi